release parties in Nashville are a big deal. We want to get the word out. What you've been working on?
People Magazine is here today to do a photo shoot.
They came with this army of camera people, makeup, hair, it was a major production.
This little thing right here is what all the fuss is about.
Look, there's my face on a t-shirt. Ah!
Jer's life is incredibly busy and crazy and spontaneous. I can't say for sure, but I think some of that is hitting her now. It's just two people that I think, as they're going down the path together, I think are maybe realizing that their path they'd be best separate.
Every family has a story.
Our family is a lot of things.
We're dancers, artists, poets,
wrestlers.
People mostly know us from our band, the Willis Clan.
Yeah, games up it all without the way, no baby, what can I say? I wouldn't want it any other way. Let learn and level us. Whatever I do is 100 times better with you.
Every family has a story, and this one is ours.
It's important for us to put the fun things into the tour.
El Capitan.
We're in some amazing places. I mean, on the gorgeous beach in Santa Cruz, we're traveling through and stopping Yosemite, and we, just going through the mountains, just stopping and seeing things. It's really important.
It's really awesome being in a family like with 12 kids and we get to travel and do stuff. I couldn't imagine if I wasn't in this family, what would I be doing? I wouldn't be traveling. If I was in another family and I was seeing this family doing it, I'm like, that's awesome. I wish I could be in that family with them.
Before we go home, we've got one more gig to close the tour.
I said I'd call you back today. I promise everything's okay. I overslept 'cause you weren't here to wake me up. Call it fate or call it love. It's a little bit wilder. It's a little more free. Discovering on my own. Discovering me, and nothing's clearer than it's ever been before. I'm only afraid to be alone since I left home. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Since I left home. It's not exactly what it seems. Life alone can change your dreams. I'm taking chances while I have the chance to say, you got me here today. Yeah, it's a little bit wilder. It's a little more free. Discovering my own. Discovering me. And nothing's clearer than it's ever been before. Only afraid to be alone since I left home. Yeah, yeah, since I left home. Yeah.
We had a blast. It was really a good gig. But now we really need to focus on what needs to be done as soon as we get home. We still have to shoot the photos for the album cover, get everything ready for our CD release party. Some of the girls really need to get their hair done, and then People Magazine is going to come out to the house and do a story on us. even for us, that's an awful lot to do in a short amount of time.
You know, as far as the CD release party, we really need to do a plan there, and I don't know what we need to do.
I want to play music.
It's 1 hour long. We're supposed to make a big deal, welcome everybody, say hi. We're supposed to socialize with everyone and connect.
As a band and as a business, there's always things that we're working towards. You kind of have this pressure of, I have to make it. You know, this is our best shot at really, becoming successful as a band. And that's why we're pushing so hard now.
Jerry, you said you do want to do some songs?
I don't...
3 songs tops. We have an hour. We want to socialize with these people, open CDs, take pictures. We have no time to do music.
Are we going to give T-shirts and pictures to all the people who are there?
I want to give CDs to everybody that's there.
We decided that just like we produced our own album in our home studio, we wanted to do all of the album artwork ourselves.
Jeremiah! Guys, look at me. Everybody look at me. We have to do a photo shoot right now of the band, all 12 kids. Toby will think of things at the last minute, and they're brilliant, and they're genius. And then I have hours to turn it around, or a few days or something, and that's sometimes really difficult, and that's a big challenge with the kind of life that we lead, being spontaneous and wanting to do things. Turning things around at the last minute and trying to make them good enough to fulfill the dream and the goal that he has. The basic idea is blue and white. I want this photo shoot to start at 2:30.
Oh my God.
That's an hour from now? Or 45 minutes?
It's not doable if you take your stuff, is it?
My hair's so greasy, it's going to look like shellac.
Guys, we gotta come up with something. We gotta have this. Today is the deadline. No, today is the deadline.
Did anyone not think of this yesterday or the day before?
Guys, I didn't know.
We were really hoping to shoot the pictures for our album cover before we went on tour, but that didn't happen. Sometimes we have so much going on that we come right down to the deadline on important things.
So listen, everybody get their hair and makeup done. Remember, this is not a headshot of you. This is the group. Everybody go get blue and white outfits and let's see what we can do.
What time do we have to leave for the...
3:30. Let's go. Guys, just do it fast. It'll pig the old barn. Boys, do we have the paper green screen or only the cloth green screen here? Does anybody know?
We have the paper one here. You get the green screen, I'll see what I can do about a frame.
Thank you, sir.
Quite ridiculous to try and get everybody ready this quickly.
We are getting ready to release our 3rd album, and there's a lot of things that have to fall into place very last minute. Everybody has grown up considerably since the last band photo shoot, and we need a new band shot.
You feel so little now. Did you get smaller? Don't you say that. Don't you say that to me.
Should work.
The Station Inn is a very, very prestigious stage to play in Nashville. And we did an interview with WSM, and he was asking Jer a lot about Mary and his engagement.
Is there room for a 13th member?
Jer and Mary are 2 amazing and beautiful people. I'm just not sure that their path lies together. Guys, I said 2:30 to be ready to shoot. It's 2:40 something. Are we ready to go? Jagger! What are you doing?
Looking for something.
Mom is a great photographer, and she does a lot of our promotional pictures and everything. She's also our mom, so she gets to tell us exactly what to do, and she's not afraid of it, because that's been her job for a long time.
Jer, I want you to organize a line of people and instruments and make sure everybody's ready to go. I don't have time to fool around.
Do that and see if that works.
1, 2, 3. Can you look a little more pleasant, please? This is about heaven. Give me a different move every time, please.
Hey, do this. Do one like this. Smile. Big smile. My mom, when she takes photos, is very much into what she's doing, and she really wants to get good photos.
Jagger, I need a little bit of attitude. I need straight, I need side, I need looking. Behind the wire. Behind the
Yeah, Joy. Oh, she's a natural, yeah.
A little happier, please.
we were going to put the whole band in front of the green screen and take the shot. But we're too big a group to fit in front of our green screen, so we had to do individual shots. So that meant a lot of work in post-production, cutting each person out and creating one photo, which then you can put a background behind. So it was a lot of post-production after the photo shoot.
You've been goofing off all day while you're working and making your food and washing your laundry and cleaning the house. You're not supposed to drink this either. Jagger, look at this mess you made. I'm cleaning it up right now. Jagger has been on our surfing kick and wanted to make a surfboard out of cardboard and wanted to super glue the little fins to the bottom of it.
And all I really have to do is just cut it out. Jesus, get off. All I have to do is just like color it. That's what all I have to do.
Yeah, it's just like, that's great, Jagger. And he's like, then I can surf. And I said, whoa, whoa. You do realize you need an ocean to surf, right?
Surfboards are like ginormous.
And he was like, oh. It's like it didn't even occur to him. So cute. Okay, guys, listen up. It's 2 o'clock now. We have to leave in 1 hour for the station in, okay? We're going to play a 1 hour set. There's going to be an interview beforehand. We're not bringing our system. So just kind of think of it like an opera performance, but it's going to be an hour long, okay?
I know the kids, Toby and I, are really excited to be back home, but the pressure's on to get ready for the CD release party. And that includes any opportunities to play around town and promote the album.
The Station Inn is a place in Nashville. It's actually really tiny, but it is a very, very famous and very, very prestigious stage to play in Nashville.
I remember coming into Nashville and wondering, where are all the really awesome venues? And we wanted to go see shows. And people kept saying the Station Inn. And we're like, we got to get there. This is like one of the iconic places. And we get there, and it's this little itty-bitty stone building, kind of off the beaten path, that looks like it was started back in the 70s, which it was, and hasn't changed a bit.
We are doing a radio show. Normally when we do a radio show, it's either in studio or it's at least a really short performance, just 1 or 2 songs. But this is going to be very different, seeing that it has a full audience and it's going to be a 1 hour show.
When I play the Listen with the band, I don't get nervous. It's just that, well, I do want to get good, as better than Jet someday. So, I don't know. I want to take her spot.
All of us kids kind of talk about there's the A team and the B team in the family, and you know the A team is playing the band now, but the B team is practicing at home and getting good on their instruments, and they really want to kind of take over the spots in the band.
518, I'm Mike Terry. We're live at the Station Inn session with the Willis clan. We have Jessica, who you just met, and brother Jeremiah. Thank you guys for coming over.
While we were at the Station Inn, we did an interview with WSM. Mike Terry is an awesome guy, and he was helping us promote our new album and just our band in general. And he was asking Jer a lot about Mary and his engagement.
So congratulations are in order.
Thank you.
I'm assuming that you did say yes.
Well, watch the show and find out.
These last couple weeks, Jer has been working through a lot of things.
The next question, is there room for a 13th member?
He and Mary decided to press pause on their engagement.
Your fiance's name?
Mary.
Is she interested in performing?
At that moment, only the families really knew what was going on, so Jer wasn't exactly sure what to say about some of the personal questions.
I'm still in shock. I don't know what's going on, and I need to go talk to her. I need to go figure out what's going on, because a lot of the stuff that she said doesn't make sense to me. But there's a lot of things that we do that are different than other people, and I understand that I've been raised differently than she has. But I don't understand a lot of what she's saying, and I don't want to lose her, but I don't want to give up. I don't want to give up the band. I don't want to give up what I'm good at. I don't want to give up what I love. I don't understand what's going on.
What went down?
With Mary?
Oh gosh, I don't know if I'll be able to talk about this.
If you would have told me a month ago that they were going to break up and that Jer was going to have to handle this, I would have been terrified that he was just going to go to pieces and that he was going to just be useless on the road and quit the band, or I don't know. Jer and Mary are two amazing and beautiful people, and I'm just not sure that their path lies together. I mean, Jer's life is incredibly busy and crazy and spontaneous. I can't say for sure, but I think some of that is hitting her now. I think her maybe realizing that their path would not be best together, that they'd be best separate. He has realized that his happiness and his future do not depend on other people. He's now realizing, you know what? How I am, what my attitude is like, and how I respond to things, it's my responsibility. She's a wonderful girl. She has a lot of potential. And if their paths separate, he still wants to be the best himself that he can be, and he wants her to be the best that she can be. During Jager's birth, everything seemed to be going fine. He's coming, and they could almost see the head, or could, and then all of a sudden something happened. And I was in massive, mind-blowing amounts of pain. I think as you move through your life with a family, your situation changes and everything becomes new, and especially in our case. But I think the foundation, the anchor, is the family, it's the people, and it's not a house and the things that we have.
We like our lives. We like our kids. We get all these magic moments every day, whether it's Jager and Jada that are just cute as a button, whether it's the older kids, and we see them maturing.
If I had been healthy, we would have kept going. I would have had 13, 14, 15, 18 kids. We wouldn't have used any kind of birth control. But during Jager's birth, everything seemed to be going fine. He's coming, and they could almost see the head, or could, and then all of a sudden something happened. And I was in massive, mind-blowing amounts of pain that didn't stop in between contractions. And I actually looked at Toby and I said, something's wrong, this baby's not coming. And he looked at the midwife and he goes, something's wrong. And she's like, all right, here we go. And so they put me in the van, and Toby driving 95 miles an hour to the hospital. And it turned out my uterus had completely shredded. It just had ruptured. So they got me to the hospital, and I think within 10 minutes, they had me in a C-section, and they had the baby out. And then it took them over 2 hours to put me back together. And they even considered doing a complete hysterectomy on me, because they were like, this is a mess. I don't know how we're going to put her back together. But one doctor said, no, let's try to put her back together. So they did 2 blood transfusions. I had lost so much blood, and it was really serious. I remember waking up, not knowing anything that happened, going, where's my baby? Where's my baby? I didn't know anything that had happened. And a nurse came up to me, and she's like, your baby's okay, but you'll never have kids again. 3 months later, I was pregnant with Jada. I had no idea I could get pregnant. And so that was a real surprise. And at that time, Toby was like, you know what, this is too dangerous. You know, we're going to be done. And so during that C-section with Jada, which we did 2 weeks early, just to prevent me from going into labor, I had my tubes tied, and we're done. But it was for health reasons, that it was just after the rupture, it was just too dangerous.
So we just came off the road from our really fun West Coast tour, but now we have our CD release party and a shoot with People magazine right around the corner. So Jet and Jasmine and I had to go get our hair done. Normally when we go to Donna's now, we're totally under a time crunch. We're like, we have 1 day home. Can you try and fit us in? And she's always a dear. You know, can we move it up a little bit? Can we move it back? But she usually can fit us in.
You guys needed this.
Crazy, huh? Well, we were gone for like a straight month.
Just flies by, doesn't it?
So I'm the only one who keeps all my dark roots underneath.
Well, because you have such dark brows, it really looks
I like it.
natural
I like
and beautiful.
It that way.
That makes it look like it's growing right out of your head.
Well, it is growing right out of my head.
That's right. Let me just tell everybody these highlights just came right out of your head. When Jessica and Jasmine were little, they had blonde hair when they were really little. But as they got older, it got a bit darker, and it kind of They say it became this like light brown, dark blonde color, and they really didn't like it because they said it was like halfway between blonde and brunette. So they decided to go blonde. I thought they looked gorgeous.
You guys gotta be out of here by noon, right?
Yeah, if possible. They said if we're gonna be blondes, we gotta be like blondes. So they all decided to dye their hair, and I think they look great. But I like my dark hair, so I'm just gonna go all natural.
Jess?
Yes, ma'am.
You really want to help me?
Yeah, sure.
Good girl,
Like
Jess.
an evil professor. So Donna has some like super awesome shortcuts that she does. So she puts some of this stuff directly on Jet's head for a little bit. It's like a booster. That just needs to sit on her head for a while, and then you wash it out with shampoo.
This stuff burns like crazy. It doesn't burn. It just feels like there's an anthill on top of my head. But that means that it's working, so it's great.
It's kind of the look of the band right now is there are a lot of blondes in the band, and I'm kind of the lone brunette. But the younger girls, Julie, Jamie, Joy, and Jada are all brunettes. So, I don't know. In the years to come, we might turn from a blonde band to a brunette,
Tell Mom I love her and everybody else hello, okay?
Okay. But she's really sweet. It's fun to catch up with Miss Donna.
Bye, sweetie.
You're welcome.
We'll see you. Okay. Bye-bye. You're welcome.
CD release parties in Nashville are a big deal.
This is what all the fuss is about.
We want to get the word out. What you been working on?
We're so close and yet so far, and I was almost to where you are. I thought that I could.
We've got just a few hours before we need to leave for our CD release party, and everybody's running around trying to get ready.
The album is coming out. We're gone for a month, but we knew we really needed to have some sort of a party in Nashville and let everybody know.
Push, Jessica. I'm too late. I can't do it. Oh, you poor little twig.
CD release parties in Nashville are a big deal. You invite all your friends and the press, and you want to get the word out, what you've been working on for the last year.
We decided to string up some lights. We like everything to kind of feel homey and just very welcoming.
Oh, be so careful about those bulbs. Jager, get down.
As a group, we don't want to come across as, this band that's out of reach. That be light. Okay, I love it.
We pulled some of our favorite pictures and had them blown up, and I kind of thought, just kind of make it our own.
This little thing right here is what all the fuss is about.
Obviously, our CDs were coming in fresh off the press.
Which one has the $100 bill underneath?
This one.
We had brand new T-shirts that were being printed, and they were delivered right to the venue. Oh my word,
That turned out good.
opening up T-shirts, have your face on them. That was really funny and fun.
That's so good. Did you see? Look, there's my face on a T-shirt.
The T-shirts were awesome. It blows my mind. It's like a perfect picture.
That's so weird. Oh, good. Hey, you're not supposed to be eating those. Those are for the guests. She's like two-handed, just.
People started coming in. I was like, I guess the party started, huh?
It's going really well. A lot of people showed up, which is great. So it's just great to see everybody and see all the support that we're getting. It's really exciting. Wow, this is getting really full really fast.
It almost proves the point, like, hey, you can do well with just a home studio, with just, sitting in your house, dinking around on your instrument. It can go far.
We're so close and yet so far, and I was almost to where you are. I thought that I could hold you in my arms. I was wrong, but that's how the story goes. How it ends, no one knows. That I will keep you here inside of my heart. So close, so close.
Thank you. This new album that's about to be released is a way bigger deal to us as a band than our previous two albums have been. It's not like guaranteed as much support, if you know what I mean. So it's really up in the air on how it's going to go, and we're just really excited to get out there and see what people think. There's a lot going on in the house. We're just trying to straighten it up for the photo shoot today.
All right, the basement's bad. I didn't go down there. I just opened the door.
People Magazine is coming over in a little bit to do a photo shoot. They're going to do an article on us. So we just got off the road, and we've only been home a couple days, and so there's a lot going on in the house. We're just trying to straighten it up and get it all looking nice for the photo shoot today.
And let's just make sure the music room is ready. I know they want something in like the living room, dining room, kitchen area.
I think People Magazine had kind of heard about our family through maybe America's Got Talent. We were on the Today Show promoting our CD, and I think they were just excited, like, oh, there's a new family, and we want to get the story on them.
The basement. I haven't looked at the basement. All right, the basement's bad. I didn't go down there. I just opened the door.
We're all kind of dividing the house up, each doing a room or something. So I'm just doing the kitchen right now.
You got close up of this trash.
Every little thing. Vacuuming, dusting, and you and Jenny load up the trash, and then you can... Probably the bigger kids understand how important it is, but the younger ones, we did a bunch of these photo shoots for America's Got Talent, and we did them for, all these other things. They understand you have to do the promo stuff. I don't know how they're going to react when they go into the, I know it's not going to be on the cover, but I know, once they open it, there's going to be big pictures of themselves in this magazine. So, anyway, I don't think they have any perception of that at this moment. Come on, guys, please. Julie, I need you to go to the basement. Jamie, I need you up quickly. Julie, I need you to go work on the basement. The laundry, the stairs are covered with dirty clothes. I need the laundry area clean. I need the gym area ready for a photo shoot.
Here we go. It's Christmas. A lot of dirt and dust. Every time we move the couch, it seems to be full of surprises.
Julie!
Yeah.
I found your brand new shoes!
Yeah, those are Joyce. Go put those in Joyce's closet. We decided to move the couch and clean up the surprise before the photographers got here, and they got surprised. So.
Daddy, recipes!
Thank you.
You lazy bum, Jada.
Chair? If you can get this room, Jedi can finish your room, we should be able to get everything down here pretty good except for this room. We should
Don't
be
think
pretty...
they're shooting in the bathroom, but it would be nice to have the bathroom cleaned up.
Are you going to help clean the house this morning? It is time to make a mess, though.
Jeff can break hot 40, but I can't get out of bed. We just passed up Megan Trainor. Like, she is on the top of the charts right now. I never would have even thought that our album would make it on the charts. It wasn't even something that I'm like, someday I wish. It wasn't even a fantasy. We're looking at the iTunes pop charts. It's not the radio charts. It's not the song charts. But as far as how many albums are being sold right now, it's still on pre-order. And it's already up there with some of the top pop artists. It's really cool to watch. A lot of people could, be interested in our music and care about it and download it and buy it and everything, but to actually see kind of it happening, people really do care about it, and it's really cool to see. What number are we, Jess? 26. Oh my goodness. It's kind of funny. It's surreal. You're like doing your chores and putting away your dirty socks and like your album's just like going up on the charts. It's pretty cool. Good morning. People Magazine is here today to do a photo shoot. It was a major production.
Jackson's goofing off, and there's this fence with the spikes across the top.
And his buddy's like, you won't jump that fence.
17 stitches.
That's a big meeting. Look at this. This is great. Isn't it real? They are not challenging. So they just never let me pick them. People Magazine is here today to do a photo shoot, and they're going to do a story on us. And so they brought in a whole team, a glam team, got us all pretty.
Well, do you like the
Yeah, I'm not used to seeing the airbrushing.
all the other interviews that I've done are, hey, send me some of your press pictures, and let's do a quick interview over the phone for 15 or 20 minutes, and it's over. And these wonderful articles come out of it. But People Magazine was a whole different ballgame. They came with this army of camera people, makeup, hair, wardrobe coordinator, and just going through our closets and picking out things that match. And it's like, whoa, this is really serious. It was a major production.
The man with the crutches.
Jackson hurts himself a lot. He does a lot of things that are pretty dumb. A lot.
Did you hear what he did 2 days ago? So we were at a CD release party.
After an amazing album release party, I mean, the vibe was great. All the people were there. That was the most packed I've ever seen that venue. Jackson's out there goofing off, and there's this wrought iron fence with the spikes across the top. And he decides he's going to hop over it.
Oh my goodness. And him and his buddy are sitting there, and he's like, you won't jump that fence. He's like, yeah, I am. He's like, no, you're not.
He got by saying, I don't think you can jump over that fence. And I didn't. I tried.
So he just went, and he jumped the fence, and he missed it, and he landed on the fence.
I noticed Jack is on the top of the fence just struggling. And literally, he has the spike in the back of his leg, and he is stuck on the top of the fence with this spike in the back of his leg. And I thought his pants just got hung up, and that the spike was just caught on his jeans. And I was like, Jack, you're so lucky. And I'm looking, I'm like, oh, you ripped your pants. I was like, oh, well.
Did he say that? Just went straight into his leg. And he couldn't move, and so his buddy had to come pick him up off the fence. And he couldn't move. He's like, and so we had to go pick him up to check it.
It's bad. And I'm like, oh, Jack. And so Jenny rips the pants. I'm like, Jenny, rip it, let me look. And sure enough, there was just this big gaping hole in the back of his leg. And I'm like, oh my God. And I could see flesh and fat and stuff hanging out. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I had no idea what the damage was at that point. But we were only a mile from the hospital. I'm like, all right, here we go.
17 stitches. 17 stitches?
17 stitches.
I can't fix stupid, Jack.
Well, that doesn't hurt.
Hey, just put your foot. Can you put your foot down?
Jackson is a very energetic guy, and he just loves living life on the edge. And he never goes into a situation going, I'm going to do something stupid. But a lot of times it goes that direction. 17 stitches later, he is now running around when he's supposed to be on crutches. And, you just can't keep that guy down.
Can you stick your finger on the heel of my shoe and pull it back so my heel will drop in? Thank you. I've had worse injuries. I'm not going to let this one get in the way.
So what's that?
We're doing a photo shoot right now, and honestly, I have no idea who they are. Just saying.
They don't think of themselves as celebrities yet. They don't think of themselves as in the world with all the actors and actresses and all the country music stars that they see. They're like, oh, that's their world. That's not mine. We're just real people doing our real thing.
We started off with some workout pictures. We didn't get any workout in, but we just looked like we were being all tough. And now we're working on getting some pictures sitting on the front porch playing some music.
Oh, we forgot Jada. Get over here.
There she is.
She's the cutest one.
We do a lot of things, and we want pictures of it. Most people want to see us doing everything that we do. So one picture of us working out, we're athletes. Us doing music, we do lots of music. We're musicians. We're a family.
Hanging out with each other a bit. That's nice. Leaning in, that's great. And pull someone in beside you. I like you guys hanging out.
Our dogs can just be quiet and stand. We'll be cool.
We have 2 dogs right now. They're golden retriever lab mix, I think.
She's so excited by everything.
One of them is, her name is Ellen Wee, and the other one is Lothlorien. We call them Ellie and Laurie for short, though.
Laurie, over here.
all the kids are now completely comfortable with the dogs. Unless we're like wearing nice clothes or something, we're like, get away. I don't want you getting all your hair on me.
He's got dog hair. Oh, take her. Now you got chest hair.
Come here. Let me pull you guys just over to the side for a second. And can I put...
Where's the dog? Where's the dog?
They were all like that at 5, right?
We've worked with a lot of photographers before, but this guy was really cool, really creative. He had a lot of good ideas and stuff that I think the pictures are going to turn out great.
It's looking good. Like where the arms are going there.
Let's get Lori in here.
This shoot has gone to the dogs.
Frankly, my life has always been exciting. It's always been cool. It's always been full. So far, this year has just been incredible. We've seen so many things that we've been working towards actually come to fruition. I think there's also a lot of things right around the corner that nobody really knows how they're going to go.
Good times are had. Right now.
I only see really cool things coming up.
What day is it? And in what month? This God never seemed so right. I can't keep up, and I can't back down. I've been losing so much time. And there's you and me, and all other people, and nothing to do, nothing to lose. And there's you and me, and all other people, and I don't know why I can't keep my eyes off of you.
This last few months have been a whirlwind for us. Finishing the album, and then all the press getting involved, and then the album getting picked up by Sony Red, and all this stuff going on is just, it's really beautiful for Toby and I to watch this happening and to watch it starting to pay off. I mean, you always hope that your kids are going to find their niche and figure out who they are, what they're going to do, and how they're going to do it, and then find that person that they want to share all that with. And I see them just stepping into that now, and they're happy, they're excited, and it's just beautiful for me to see all that happening.
There's you and me, and all